everyone. I was reading Jan's comment. Hello, T&J.
T&J.
Oh, my goodness. But hello, everybody. It is great to see you again today. Second time. Some of you, second time today.
You know who you are.
And thank you for coming back.
I did, Bonnie. I made it.
Now, if you happen to have missed the short video, relatively in time, short video that Gina put out, hey, FEMA knows her. That's a good start. She's on the list.
FEMA does know me. They may not like me too much, but they do know me.
No.
Oh, I'm on a lot of lists, I'm sure.
Florida woman on lists.
Probably most of them I do not want to be on, but I bet I'm on a lot of lists out there.
I know. Hey, getting on the FEMA list is a good thing. Don't know if it'll turn into anything, but she's on the list. So fingers crossed.
I knew it wouldn't turn into anything if I didn't get on the list. It's kind of like playing the lottery. You can't win the lottery if you don't play it. I can't get any help if I don't apply to FEMA. So first step down. Well, second step, because I applied and had somebody actually come out here. So second step.
That's even better. Right. Right. Oh, hi, Mary Ellen. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Sarah Lee. Hi, Pamela. Hi, Jan. Hi, Denise.
Mary Ellen.
There we go. Boxes are the best.
They are
They're absolutely the best.
And your box probably smells like chip. That's probably why Zelda's like on top of it. Chip probably walked next to it or something and rubbed against it as he was going by. Who knows?
Yeah. Yep, they love them. And it's so fun to watch because like Faye will get in a box and then she'll like creep down and then she'll like pick up like
She's like, surprise. Although I gotta say, Mary Ellen, Chip, my dog, acts more like a cat, and Kiki, my cat, acts more like a dog. They've got their roles reversed. I don't know how they did it exactly, but whatever makes them happy, you know.
They came to a mutual agreement.
Kiki was like, I am going to be the dog in this house now, just so you know. And he was like, okay, just don't hurt me. So. Oh, she put her tennis ball in it. That's fantastic.
That is wonderful.
I was just telling Trisha before we came on, it's like Kiki was sneezing and I got all worried that, you know, something in the house, you know, was making her sick and all that. But she hasn't lost her appetite. So I'm not too worried. You know, in fact, I was telling her, I think her appetite has increased. So instead of begging for food 3 or 4 times a day, it's now like 6 times a day. So I'm pretty sure she's feeling okay. I'm not a vet, but I think the signs are good.
Sometimes I feel that that's very hit and miss with a lot of things too.
True.
Hi, Cindy. Oh, right. The Chewy box. Oh, yeah.
They know those.
our Chewy box is pretty. It can be pretty big. It's a 16 by 14 by 10. It's
Mm-hmm.
big and yeah. Faye's in there until Joe goes, "Where's Faye? Where's Faye?" And then he sees that she's in the box, and so he'll jump in, and she's like, "I'm done. I'm out of here. Nope, we're not sharing the box." She will not share.
It's like, I had a perfectly good thing going, and then you just had to come and wreck it.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Hi, Sandra. Oh, and Sandra, I got notification today that I had a package at my business mailbox. So I went and picked it up, and I went, "Oh, crap. It's one of Sandra's boxes that got returned." So I'm going to be reshipping a box out to you, Sandra. So if you notice you didn't get one, yeah, I don't know why, but I'm going to figure out why, and I'm going to reship it because I know you're getting my boxes. I don't know why that one got returned. So if you feel like you're missing a box, you are.
It's because you are.
It's here. But I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it back out on its way back to you.
Isn't that weird how that happens, though? Because it's not like you're changing the address. You're just printing the label directly from pirate ship, the same every time.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, every once in a while, one just comes back mysteriously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, somebody just had a bug in there somewhere and went, "Not today. Send it back." Oh my goodness. But it is great. No, no, Bonnie, I don't feed them well, they're kind of picky in what they like, and I've kind of gotten a lot of it into just what they like. So I'm not gonna disturb the balance just yet, because we kind of have a good thing going right now. Now, if you're talking about dry food, they don't eat a lot of dry food. That's even though they like temptation treats, they're not big fans of dry food. I don't know why. They've just never. They have dry access to dry food, and they do nibble on it, but they do prefer the wet. Prima donnas.
Mm-hmm.
Who made them that way?
Exactly.
Oh my goodness. But hey, let me get the link to Gina's channel. So everybody take a sec and make sure you are subscribed. Gina will be joining me again on Wednesday. It's going to be an awesome sale. But what else do you have going on?
Well, I was going to do a sale tomorrow, but I've got to do some other stuff. The landlord's coming over tomorrow to do some more stuff, look around here, not to actually fix anything, but take more pictures because I guess they're filing some claim with FEMA too, and they needed something else. So I got to deal with that tomorrow. So I don't know what time they're actually going to show up. They just kind of show up when they show up. So it's kind of hard to plan anything around it.
Well,
yeah, that's always fun. So,
yeah.
So instead of doing my sale tomorrow, which I was planning on doing, I'm pushing it to Thursday. So the next time I'll be up is with Trisha again on Wednesday. Then I'll be back on Thursday again on my channel. I was like, oh, okay. Don't worry about me. I don't have anything else going on. I can just sit here all day and decide, figure out when you're going to decide to show up. Right. Sure. Right. Why not? That sounds like a fun day for me. So, I'll probably be on eBay tomorrow.
Yeah, whenever it's convenient for you.
Yeah. And sometimes it's like, if before when they would show up, it's like, oh, well, can you give me a time? It'll be sometime between like 10 and 5. I feel like
I'm
I'm getting
sorry. I'm not having cable installed.
I know, exactly. I was just like, okay. And then you sit here all day, and then they end up showing up at like 6. After you sat there all day, they show up at like 6. Oh, sorry, we had something to do. Oh, I didn't have anything to do. So you just take care of whatever you need to.
No, it's good. It's all good.
So anyway, that's why there's no sale tomorrow, because I got to deal with that, unfortunately. But I'm trying to do everything I can to do everything I can at this point. So I'm not going to push them away, although I would like to.
Well, right, because you don't know which thing is hopefully going to have a good ending. Yeah, you gotta keep all the options open for all that.
Yeah, I'm not going to push them away. I mean, there's a lot of places I would like to push them, but I'm not going to do that. Although in doing that, in doing that, I would be provided housing free of charge, but I don't quite want to go that route yet.
No,
I'm holding off.
No, we'll keep it as an option, but it's very low. Very low.
Yeah, it is. It's like I've thought about it, and it's like I really don't want to do that, but if there's no other option, I guess I can. But if that happens, I'm going to make it worth my while. We're not. It's not going to be anything little. No, we're going to make it worth the time. So that's my retirement plan.
Hey.
If I get away with it, I'll have a fantastic retirement. If I don't, I'm still taken care of. Because unfortunately, being put someplace like that, I get better care from our government than I do if I'm out and being a legal, abiding citizen. So, whatever. Oh, you go by the law? Yeah, we can't help you in any way. But, otherwise, you get full medical. Great, thanks. So, anyway. Medical? Enough of that. I'll get off my soapbox about that. But, it is kind of disheartening.
Oh my gosh. But if anything does happen, Gina was here with us. She has an alibi.
Alibi. Right here. I'm going to be appearing every day on Trisha's channel, at least for a little while.
Oh my gosh. Well, guys, yes, make sure you are subscribed to Gina because she does all kinds of pop-ups and stuff, and you never know. They could be over super early, and then she'll have the day free, and she just might do a pop-up. So,
exactly.
There's always that option on the brighter side.
Yeah, and if they get here super early and I can't do a pop-up for whatever reason, I may do a pre-recorded and just throw that on there. You never know what I'm going to do.
Exactly. That'll work great too. So yeah, and not only subscribe, but make sure the notification bell is on also, and make sure it's on all, so that if Gina pops up with a video, with a live, you'll get notified either way. Hello, Poppy. Nice to see you.
Yeah, because YouTube loves that little game to play with us. It's like, oh, you did have all notifications, but we decided during the night while you were sleeping that you no longer need all notifications. It's going to be selected, and we're going to select them for you.
And you do also, if you get notifications on your phone, a lot of times you have to approve YouTube notifications to come through if you have it on your phone. Because like a lot of apps have notifications, but most people turn a lot of those off. Otherwise, it's pinging constantly. But yeah, have the YouTube notifications come through. All right. But it's great to see everybody. If I haven't said hello, I got distracted, but hello and welcome. It's so nice to have you here. But we are going to go ahead and get started with the sale. You guys know the drill. Start prices in the chat, countdowns, no sniping, no just in case. We use Pirate Ship, we use PayPal. Gina is about as far away from me in Western Washington as you can get. She's in Florida.
We're on opposite ends of the United States.
So there's not much further you can get to be totally away. Hi, M. Bates. Hi, Cheryl. All right. So we are going to be counting to the big number 3 tonight. We're going to be showing 3 items each, and then we'll switch. We can do it.
It's difficult.
It is. It is really hard to count sometimes.
You know, it's like
Hello, Randy.
8 o'clock here, so you know sometimes it's even more difficult.
I know.
Whew. Okay, so first up, I'm going to do these little guys because I think they're adorable. It's going to be a choice starting at $8 choice, and it is these adorable little pink mice. They are ceramic. They do have a made in Japan sticker on the bottom. Here is your first little guy. It is pink. It's kind of the light's kind of blowing it out to look white, but it is like a blush pink. If I can get closer and the pink will come through. I need something white. Hold on. I have a paper towel right here. Let me see if I can put the paper towel behind it where you can see it. And see this. Actually white. Or actually pink. There you go.
There we go. Yeah. And we have Sandra in.
There's the back of that one. There's the little made in Japan sticker on the bottom. And here's the other one that's a choice. And this one's laying on his back. He's pink also. He's laying on his back. Relaxing. With his little tail up in the air. He looks like he just took a tumble. And let me give you a quick measurement on the... There it is. I was like, I'm so proud of myself. I brought something over here to measure with and I couldn't find it still. So this one that's laying on his back is 3 inches tall. And the one that's standing up is 3 1/4 inches tall. So he's a little bit taller because he's standing instead of laying on his back. So that's your 2 choices. You got the one that's kind of sitting there. And then you got the one that's laying on his back. I think this one's the one that's mischievous, probably. I think he gets into everything.
Oh, yeah.
And this one's like just the sweet one. Like, I did nothing wrong. When this one actually probably is the one that's doing everything they shouldn't be doing, but they got that sweet face, so you believe them. But then this, this one's the goofy one that's just like, oh, did I do something wrong? This is what I thought when I saw them. When I saw them the first time.
Well, we will count that down for Sandra. Oops, maybe. There we go. Going once.
I have confidence.
I have to find my mouse.
It's right here. Lois, there's 3. This one's 3 inches. This one's 3 1/4.
All right. So we'll give, since we had a question, we'll hang on a sec and see. Lois, they are $8 choice. And we do have Sandra in for 8 for choice. Let us know if you would like to pop in also. We'll give you a sec because we had a little bit of lag this morning. So I'm sure we still have a little bit of lag.
My internet's been laggy all day. I don't know what's going on.
Oh. Well, you're in an area where there's still like working on stuff, so it's probably
we still have areas that are underwater. Still underwater.
All right. Well, Lois, we're counting it down. Going once, going twice. And sold to Sandra.
Thank you. Thank you. Do you want A? I'll just call this one A. And this one B. That way it'll make it easier. A and B.
He's kind of on his back.
Yeah, B for back.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I intended.
Of
I didn't think of
course.
that, but you
Of
know, I'm going to
course.
take credit for it. Thank you, Sandra. I'll put you down for both of those. Thank you. Thank you. They're pretty adorable. Okay. Next up, I have another choice of two things. These are the Hagen-Renaker animals. Your first one, which will be the little bunny. There we go. He's still got part of his card attached to him on the bottom.
What is your
I'm sorry. $6 start choice of.
Okay. Yeah, because I was gonna type it in the chat. And Lois, yes, you are unfortunately lagging. I'm sorry, Lois. We did already put the I've already forgotten. The mice have sold.
Now, I'm okay in base. I'm okay right now. It's just all around me. They're still having a lot of problems. A lot of the neighborhoods right around me had a lot of issues. So your second choice is the little monkey holding the flower. He's still got part of his card on the bottom. You know, they came on those little cards and, you know, most people ripped them off, but this has still got the glue and the card on there. I didn't try to clean it off. I just left it there because I was like, it doesn't really bother me. So that's your two choices, the bunny or the monkey. Now the monkey's like a bisque and the bunny's glazed, as you see. And they are super cute. Let me see how big these are. The bunny, how big are you, bunny? Bunny is 1 3/4 inches tall. And the little monkey is 1 5/8 inches tall. So just some cute little animals. Some cute little animals. And if there's no interest in these, we can pass on them. I'll set them over to the side. And then my last item for this round is this 1946. Oh, let me give you a price. Where did I put it? $8 start. 1946 Sunday Missile. And I left all the little things that the woman that had this had put in there. I left any little paperworks and things in there because I think that makes it interesting, right? So they had the mass calendar, which started in 1946. So that's what led me to believe this was a 1946 edition. Right there in the front. This is the 43rd printing. And there's all kinds of really interesting. I mean, I love the artwork they have in there, first of all. I think that's amazing. But there's all these little things in there. Like this was a memory card from 1953 that was in there. And then there was another one. They had this one for a while because this one's from 1975. So a couple of memory cards. And I think that's all that's in this one. I have another Bible. It's got a ton of stuff in it. But great little pictures in there, artwork.
And Pamela is in for 8.
There is some markings in here, just so you know. Most of these usually do have markings, but I don't want you to, that page is folded down. It's not ripped. And there is the back of it. So that's one of the small ones. And we can count it down if there's nobody else interested.
All right. Here we go. Going once. Going twice. And sold to Pamela.
Thanks, Pamela. And that was my 3 things for this round. Thanks, guys.
Woo! All right, I have got a $5 start, and I have 5 metal turkey candle holders.
Oh, that's fun.
So they've got the fun metal legs. Their body is the little tea light holder. They're all made out of metal, and you are going to get 5 of them. So you can line them all up. You can put them in a little circle. But there you go. So you can line them all up or put them in a little circle. You can almost make a square. All right. Last chance on these because, you know, we're wrapping fall up, but I thought I would offer them one more time before I put them away. You'll see them again in the vlog. And Lois, I've got you for 5. You're good. I'm happy to have them. Happy to have them go to a good home. And I will count these down for Lois. Hi, George. So going once. Going twice. And sold to Lois. Thank you. Well, I was going to try to put them all back in the bag so I could keep them together, but it's okay. They're not going to go far. All right. Next, I have a choice. So it's going to start at $6 for choice. And you have choice of 6 Navajo people. They are like, they remind me of little fingers, but they are like little finger people. And there are 6 of them. I'll show them to you. They're done out of clay. They were in a group of other Navajo items, so I'm guessing Navajo. That's choice number 1. Some of them have strings and you can hang them. Some of them do not. The other choice is going to be for this Christmas Merry Moo figurine. Thank you, Sandra. And you can see she's got a Christmas scarf on. She's got a Christmas basket full of goodies, cookies and milk. And then even the bottom of her little skirt is holly and berries. And she is marked Mary Moo Moo's bringin' Moo the dairy best. And she is a 2000, it looks like. 2000 Mary Moo Moo. She is so cute. And then I'll show you. So here is, it's at times it seems like it might be like a nativity, and then there are times when it's not. But they are very nicely decorated. This one does have the top. This one, oh, this one does also. So I think they're singing. As you can see, they're all hand formed. This one does not have the hanger in it any longer. He's got a little bird singing also. This one does have the hanger also singing. And she's got all the singers with her. Kind of reminds me of like the what is it, the storyteller, when they have all the kids with them. Kind of reminds me of that. And hi, Nanette. Nanette is in for 7 for choice. Oh, this one also has a bird, but no hanger. You probably could like hot glue one on there. And Sandra is at 8. And then there is the baby.
Aw.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, there's 7. There's 7 of them. I can count. There's 7 of them. Normally I can count. Today I cannot count. And Nanette is in at 12. So your choice with all of the little Navajo people or the Merry Moo. And I'll see if I can get another one up there. Sandra is at 14. And so there is your choice. Really nicely painted on all of the figurines. Little clay. And everybody's singing. Nanette is at 16. And Sandra is at 18. Oops. Almost knocked over the milk. Would have had spilled milk. Oh no.
Oh, well, don't cry over it.
No, that's true.
You never cry over it.
There'll be more tomorrow. And Nanette is at 20. And this is one of 2 that have a bird. That one looks like it has an owl.
That's an owl, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he has an owl. And this one has just the cute little bird. And there's that one. Sandra's at 22. Hi, Linda. How much snow do you have? Ooh. It was snowing. It was snowing where Linda's at. What a contrast, right?
Absolutely.
And Nanette is at 25. Sandra is at 30. And thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Nanette. And we will count those down. Going once. Going twice. Oh, it's gone. Well. Again, just like milk, just wait till tomorrow. You could have more.
It's just what she wants to hear, I'm sure.
Wake up to a white day. And Sandra, let me know if you're in for the little Navajo people or the Merry Moo. So let me know. All right, for the Navajo. Excellent. I have a feeling Nanette was in for that also. So what I will do is, if anyone is interested for I'll go back to $6 for the Merry Moo. If anyone is interested in the Merry Moo for $6, let me know. And I'm going to get Sandra in here, and I'm going to put them back in their little bag so nothing happens to them.
So they don't get up in the middle of the night and run off and start singing somewhere.
That's right.
You never know.
Get complaints around the community boards. There's these people, they're singing. But thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Nanette. All right, next I have another choice. And this is going to be $8 choice. And it is choice of a pewter cat in a basket ornament. And oh, thank you, Lois. I will get you for the cow. And this little Bavarian house where I'm not sure if he is trying to get in or if he's trying to get out. But there's a ladder at the window. She has little hearts up here.
She may have pushed him out.
Yeah. There's some little firewood down there. It's very cutely painted. But yeah, he's hanging on for dear life. But he is on the ladder. She's waiting at the window. And this is all in German, all hand painted and all designed in Germany. Little Bavarian house or a pewter cat in a basket with a little bow. And your choice, $8. Yeah, like a German Romeo and Juliet. Very true. And I don't think I saw any markings on the cat, but I don't see any interest in either one. So we will pass on the Bavarian, pass on the cat. And Lois, I've got you for the cow. So thank you very much. And that was my third item. And we are going back to Gina.
Okay, so my next item is this vintage, very mid-century McMaster craft. It's made in Canada, and it's for Perry Sound, Canada. It was like a souvenir piece. It's going to start at $5, and it is this candle holder. Nice boomerang shape. I love the shape of it. I've only got one single candle holder. That's why we're starting at this price. But it's got the Perry Sound, Canada there for the souvenir. You know, they always marked where it was for. But look at that bright orange and red on there on that glaze. I love it. It's still got its foil sticker right there. It says McMaster Craft. And
Oh
it
my
is Dundas, Canada? Dundas? I can't read it. Just so you know, there is one tiny little flea bite of a chip underneath it right there on the very edge. But other than that, it's got some crazing, but it's good. But I love the boomerang shape. If you like that late 60s, early 70s kind of style,
Oh,
this is
thank you,
right up
Sam.
your alley. Dundas, thank you.
Dundas.
I couldn't read it. I was sitting here going, my eyes are not that good. Nowhere near that good. My eyes are quite bad. So, but just a pretty little piece. And it is footed on the bottom. It is marked Canada on the bottom. It does have 3 little feet on it. So it just be nice to add to your mid-century collection. Put one little single candle. Oh, get you one of the lucite candles and put it in there. That would be lovely. Lovely, lovely. But if you don't have one, you just stick a regular candle in there. But it would be a good addition if that's your style that you're going for. But if there is no, I'll give you a quick measurement, then we'll move on. Hey, Karen.
Hi, Karen.
It's 4.5 inches wide. Ow. Tape measures go back on your finger if you're not careful, just in case y'all didn't know that. Public service announcement. I don't see any interest, so we'll pass on this, and I'll put it to the side. And next up, I have another mid-century. This is MCM for 100%. Oh my gosh, it screams it. It's going to be a $12 start, and it is this brass Etruscan horse figurine.
Oh my gosh.
Now, this is one of the smaller ones. That's why I started a little bit, a little bit less money because of the size of it. They have some larger ones that go for $200 now. This one actually goes for a lot more than this, but I want to give you guys a shot at it. It does have a nice, that turquoisey patina on there. It's got all the little markings on there on his body.
That's a fabulous piece.
If you love MCM, this is screaming it. Screaming. Oh, I found a house to... It's only $6,000 a month. But it's a true MCM house down in Sarasota. And it's a circle. It's a complete circle. And they've got like the original like turquoise appliances inside of it. I was like, I can't afford it.
Do they have a circular sofa too?
They had a half circle sofa because all the walls is circular. There's no like flat wall. Everything is circular. And so all the furniture is built in to be like the shape of the circle. And in the very center, there's a bathroom and like the hole of the donut there.
Okay, that would be worth $6,000 a month.
So all of you that want to spend $6,000 a month for a house in Sarasota, I can give you the address. It is 4 1/4 inches tall, and it is 3 1/2 inches long. Yep, built to withstand hurricanes. That's how they did it back then.
Can't blow it over because there's nothing to. It just.
Well, when I taught at the high school up here, this high school I taught at was built in the 60s, and it was a circle. Like, it was a circular school, and it's also a hurricane shelter, of course. But
makes sense.
Lots of nice circular buildings built during that time.
Wow, very cool. And we do have M. Bates in, so we will count that down.
Awesome.
Going. Oh, Nanette came in. Oh, there we go.
Nanette called up.
Nanette is at 14.
Yeah, you can take a screenshot and look this up if you want to. They go for a lot more than what I'm asking.
M. Bates is at 16.
But all of you get the friends and family discount that eBay does not get. So
that's right. Thank you, Nanette.
Thanks, Nanette. Oh no, honey, I had to get out of teaching. I couldn't handle it anymore.
Going once. Going twice. And sold to M. Bates.
Thank you, thank you. And it wasn't even the students that drove me crazy. It was the other like personnel, the adults. I was like, I can't with you people anymore. I just can't. So yeah, I had to get out of there and try to keep part of my sanity. Because unfortunately, in the schools here, I'm sure there's great schools in other places, but the schools here, it's very political. Everything is about who is who in the school and who knows who. And I was like, I'm just here to teach. I don't need to sit at your table. I'm good. I want to teach. So, all right. So my last item for this round, this was my mid-century round, apparently. I didn't realize when I was picking these things out. This will be, where did I write it down? An $18 start for the pair. And it is these hand-carved mid-century monkey pod wood, oversized fork and spoon wall hangers. These are biggins, y'all.
Good heavens. I didn't know they came that big.
Well, I don't like to brag or anything. So let's see. They measure 28, a little over 28 inches long is the spoon, and the fork is, so it's about 28 and a half inches. I know. I know. I don't know. I mean, it's gotten rough. It's gotten real rough. You just don't make enough to even do it anymore, it seems like. So they're actually like tiki. Can you see the little tiki guy's face there? And there's another little tiki guy face. So they're actually like tiki design. See, there's his little teeth. And there's his little teeth. See if I get close enough where you can see it. So there's his little face.
And Sandra is interested.
These are fantastic. I too have never found any this big.
No, I have never seen the decor spoon, fork, decor pieces that, I mean, every time I see a bigger one, I'm like, they can't make them any bigger, and yet they do.
So if you want to stir the pot, you got a big old spoon. You know, you could eat your cereal with it. That would be interesting to try to see.
Poppy, you had a pair like this, or just a big pair? I mean, these are huge.
Yeah,
And
they're big.
is at 24.
And they have like a hole there, so you could put like a little nail or screw or something. Or what I probably would do is I would run like a piece of leather or string or something through it and then just hang that, and then instead of trying to put a nail. I could never find the right size is pretty much what I'm telling you. It would either be too big, not long enough. Something would happen if I tried to hang it. So
wow, Poppy said that she had some exactly like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow, Poppy. That is, I am blown away.
Yeah, they're big. They're big ones. These are almost as tall as I am.
I know, it's like you can't get to the third tiki guy and then go, oh, whoops, have to start all over again. No.
I mean, literally I've got it sitting in the seat with me right now. It is from my torso and my head is as tall as I am, pretty much. I'm not that tall, so that's not anything to judge it by. But you know, it's big.
But still, that's big. That's really big.
And I can get the whole thing in the screen without backing way up to show you.
Oh, Poppy, I'm sorry. Well, we will count these down for Sandra.
Awesome.
Going once. Going twice. And sold to
You probably could. You probably could, Pamela. I probably could. Get in my kayak.
Yes. They're like oars.
Thank you, M-Base. Thank you. Thank you, Sandra, so very much. I appreciate it, guys. And that was my third item for the round.
Oh, okay. Well, that went fast. Okay, I am going to offer these three together. If no one wants all three together, then I we'll do them separate. But I have 3 Christmas music CDs. So they're going to start at $9 for the 3. The first one is Il Divo, the Christmas collection. And it does have someone's name there. I will just cover that up just in case. It does have 10 songs in here. And oops, The cover doesn't stay on, but the disc is in here. Hi, Nancy. All right, the next one is Elton John's Christmas Party. There's 21 songs on here, but only 2 of them are by Elton John. And then it has all his friends in here with their Christmas songs. And just for proof, it's right there. And then it does come with this cute, and then the book that goes with it so you can sing along to all your Christmas favorites. And then the third one is a 3 CD Christmas favorites collection, and it has all the classics on it. All the classics, and all 3 are on here, or all 3 are in here. So there's 2, and there is the third one. So all 3 of them for $9, and you can have all of your Christmas favorites. Now, since I don't see anybody jumping in at $9, if anyone is interested in one of these, $3. $3 if you're interested in just one of them. And if no one's interested in one of them, then I will bring them back for the speed round. All right. Next, I have a pair of Mercury glass ornaments. These ones are transportation themed. So you're going to get both of them for $8. I have them wrapped in plastic or in paper, though, because I don't want anything to happen to them. So we have a little train and we have a car. So you will get both Mercury glass ornaments, the very colorful train, and the car. And they are $8 for both. And let's see. The car says Czech Republic on the top. So that says Czech Republic. And the train, well, it has what looks like an M on the top. So I'm not sure. But in the center of the circle, it looks like a little M. All right. So it looks like we are passing on this. And, oh, Lois for the Il Divo for the first one. All right, Lois. I will get you for that one. Let me make a note here. Okay, that's number 4. All right, and that is sold to Lois. Thank you. And we're passing on the Mercury glass. All right, and then my third item is going to start at $9. And it is a heart-shaped bird trinket box. But wait, there's more. It's also a music box. And it does say here that it plays the song Evergreen. So you can use that as a little jewelry box, but it does also play a little song. And it has a beautiful bird and flowers in the heart shape. And thank you, Cheryl. Oh, come on. Come on, mouse. My mouse is acting up. I put fresh batteries in not that long ago. It shouldn't be acting up, but it does get used a lot. And I will count that down for Cheryl. Going once. Going twice. And sold to Cheryl. Thank you. And that was my third. We are going back. As soon as Gina takes a sip, we're going back to Gina.
Okay, so I have a bunch of these tiny little antique books. So I'm going to do choice of at a flat price, and I'm going to be doing so many per round so you don't get bored with them if you don't like antique books. So but these are from 1914. Oh, I froze. From 1914, and it's the Little Leather Library book series that came out in 1914. So they are leather, they're brown leather, and then they kind of patinaed them with like a green on top of it. They're in different condition stages. Some are better than others, but that's why I just did a flat price. And if you see one you like, great. But so I'm going to do them all choice of at $3 flat price. So we don't have to go through like who wants what and what price, and that it's just too much. So
Okay.
I figured this would be the easiest way to do it.
So if you see one you like, shout it out.
So this will be the first set choice. I did
$3 choice.
Yep.
There we go.
So the first one, and just so you know, these books go anywhere from $7 to $20 a piece on eBay. So if you see any you like, pick them up now because you're not going to get them cheaper. So the first one is Friendship and Other Essays by Henry Thoreau. I couldn't see it. So little leather books. And they are actually little books. So that's your first one. The second one is The Gold Bug by Poe. The third one is 50 Best Poems of England. Oh, hold on. Let me give you a measurement really quick because I know sometimes it's hard to see how big they are. They are little. They're only 4 inches tall. The Man Who Was by Rudyard Kipling. I can't even talk tonight. You know who it is. You know who that is.
Can you show the copyright on one of them?
They don't have a copyright.
Okay.
That's the thing. This was the first set they came out with. They came out with these for probably until 1923, I think. But this was the first set they did because after that, they started making them red. So the green ones are the ones that were the first set. I would love to show you a copyright, but there ain't one. They didn't copyright these.
And Sandra, if you're interested in these, it's a buy it now. So just let us know. Read off the authors if you have authors. One of them was Thoreau. One of them was Kipling.
Yeah, Thoreau was Friendship and Other Essays. Thoreau. The Gold Bug, Poe. Thoreau. 50 Best Poems of England. The Man Who Was. I can give him a letter if you want me to. The Man Who Was by Kipling. Okay. At the End of the Passage by Kipling.
All right, hang on. Sandra would like Thoreau. Mary Ellen would like Poe. And Pamela, she's going to be having several per round. So
Yeah.
stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Stay
All right,
tuned.
Thoreau is Sandra. Let me write that down really quick because I'm going to get confused if I don't. Sandra.
Yes.
So that's friendship and other essays. Sandra. Okay. And then Poe was Mary Ellen.
Yes. And sorry, Cheryl, you came in just after, but that might not be the only Poe coming up.
I think there might be another Poe.
Sarah Lee would like the 50 best poems.
50 best poems. Okay.
And
Kipling was the first Kipling. There was 2 Kiplings. The Man Who Was and At the End of the Passage. Do you want both Kiplings? Let me know.
And then was the English poets, was that separate from the 50 best poems?
No, that was the same one.
Okay.
So that was already claimed by Sarah Lee.
Okay. So out of the ones you've shown, the second Kipling is the only one that's still available then?
Yes. If she just wants one Kipling.
Okay.
I got this one, The Man Who Was, and then The End of the Passage. That was the second one.
Okay. So we'll see if Sarah Lee would like both Kiplings. That was a hard one. That was a tongue twister. But she has more.
I have a ton more. But the next time I'm going to give a letter for each one so it's not so confusing for everybody.
Okay.
Okay. So Sarah Lee, let me know about the other Kipling if you want it. And then the last 2 in this section, in this whatever. The Tempest by Shakespeare.
Ooh.
And Bab Ballads by W.S. Gilbert. So that's the other 2. So Shakespeare and Gilbert's what I got left with those. And 1 Kipling if she doesn't want the other Kipling.
All right.
Sandra wants Shakespeare.
Yeah, The Tempest is a good one.
Okay. So set that over here.
Sarah Lee would like At the End of the Passage.
Okay, so you do want the other Kipling. Okay. Got that. And then got it. Okay. So all that's left is W.S. Gilbert Bab Ballads, if anybody wants that one. Out of those. Okay. This round, I'm going to give you letters associated with each one so we don't get confused, or I don't get confused because, you know, it's easy for me to get confused. So letter A will be Midsummer Night's Dream, Shakespeare, letter A.
Oops.
Letter B will be Shalom, Wilde. Letter C, A Child's Garden of Verses by Stevenson.
All right, we have Cheryl in first for A.
Okay, great. Midsummer.
Sandra is in for one of them, but I don't think we had a W yet. So we will check and see. Sandra's going to correct that.
Lois is flagging.
Yes, so Cheryl, well, she might not be. She might just be coming in because you had a second Kipling that was still available, correct?
No, Sarah Lee claimed that one up there.
I thought she claimed just the one Kipling. Because there was another Kipling.
At the End of the Passage was the other Kipling.
Yeah, but I think that was the only one she wanted.
Oh. Okay. Well, Sarah Lee, let me know on that. And if not, Lois, I got the other Kipling for you.
Okay, and your letter C
Is Cheryl, right?
is Cheryl. Well, okay, except Sandra, who typed in W, was trying to type in C.
Oh. Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
however you want to handle that.
I don't know. Oh my Lord. I didn't realize I was gonna make such a mess out of this. Okay. Let me take a breath for a second. Okay, letter B. Shalom. I think I'm saying that right. By Wild. Let me just get back to this before I get confused.
That one might be Salome. I think that one is now that I can see. I
Salome?
couldn't see it. I couldn't see
I
it
don't
before,
know.
but I think
Salome? I don't know what that is.
that one might be
But
Salome.
that's not Wild. Whoever that is. Never
I think
read
it's
it.
Oscar Wilde. Is it
Yeah, I
Oscar
think it's
Wilde?
Oscar Wilde. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Oscar Wilde.
Sandra can have C. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Let Mary Ellen have Kipling. She can have the one I wanted. Y'all get me confused. Okay. Letter D. Man Without a Country. That one's got a little wear, right there on it. By Hell. I have read that.
Okay, so it is Salome for okay. Thank you, Poppy.
Thank you. Ballad reading. This is another. Why does Oscar Wilde have to make things so hard? I don't understand him. I can't pronounce this. I'm just going to show it to you. This one's going to be letter E as an elephant. Ballad reading Gaol, whatever that is.
Oh.
Gal, I don't know. Gaol.
No.
Don't know. But that's letter E if you like that one.
Okay. Cheryl is taking letter E.
So the ballad of the reading thing I can't pronounce. Great.
Yes. Okay. Sarah Lee is confirming that she is taking just the English poems and the one Kipling at the end.
Okay, so that Lois for the other one then.
Yes. And yes, hi Angie. And yes, Sue, let us know how you're doing.
The greatest thing this is a perfect time for Sue to come in. The greatest thing in the world by Drummond. Just like Sue, the greatest thing in the world.
Go. Perfect
Letter
timing.
F is in Frank. And then this one is loose from the spine, but it's the Rubaiyat of Omar I don't know, by Fitzgerald. Whatever that is. And that's letter G, as in good golly, that was a lot. Okay.
All right, so we'll recap real quick of the first ones that you showed. They've all been claimed, correct?
The only one that was not claimed was Bab Ballads by Gilbert.
Okay.
So you can just put in Bab if you want that one to keep it separate. And then we've got Salome. You put in letter B for Salome. And then Man Without a Country was letter D as in dog. Greatest Thing in the World was letter F as in Frank. And then the Rubaiyat, whatever it is, Fitzgerald, it was letter G as in.
Okay. And Sandra is claiming that.
Okay.
G.
Sandra, I got you for that.
Sandra is claiming B.
Okay, I got B. Salome. Now that I know how to pronounce it.
Oh, good heavens, Sue. That scale is horrible.
What is it?
She gained 14 pounds overnight.
Were you holding Tony when you weighed? What?
Oh, you're alone. Oh, okay.
Well,
I think Thomas just needs to bring your scale from home. I think that would be helpful. And then you could go, see, you guys are off. I
okay, but
know.
I'm just not going to get on the scale. So deal with it. Okay, so the last thing in this round is going to be a flat price again, and it is one item. It is a pair of vintage dice from Jerry's Nugget in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Ooh.
You can have your little poker night, or not poker. What do you play with dice?
Craps.
Yeah,
Craps.
that. She said it. I didn't. So again, it is a $3 flat price. You can just put in 3 if you want the vintage dice from Jerry's Nugget. Jerry's Nugget. And it says, oh, there it is, Las Vegas, Nevada. Yeah, I think they're like some kind of a lucite, but they're like a orangish red color. I don't know if they started out red and they kind of faded over time, but there you
Do
go.
they glow?
I don't know. I don't know.
It seems like that time period, they might glow.
Well, on the edges, they're glowing kind of orange.
Okay.
So I don't know. But I
There
just
you
thought they
go.
were cool dice. And they're big ones. And you can blow on them for luck.
And if you want them, just put number 3 in the chat.
And that's my 3, as confusing as it was.
Okay.
I'm done.
That was fun.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was thinking. That was just fun.
Oh, my. All right. I have got a $9 start, and you are going to get 3 rocks. Yep, I've got rocks. I got 3 rocks. This is the biggest one. And then I have these 2 rocks also. I'll hold them back here so you can see the size. These are lighter rocks. This one has been cut, I think, or it just broke in half. I'm not sure. I did rinse these. Oh, Lois would like any leftover books from those rounds.
Gotcha.
So here is the outside. And then here is the inside, which does have like some mica or something in it because it has a sparkle to it. You can see it's got a nice sparkle. So that is the first one. The second one is just a solid rock. It has not been opened. And I don't know what all of these things are on it. But it has a really interesting surface. But this one has not been opened, but I did rinse it off. So that is rock number 2. And then rock number 3 has dark and light. And you can see there's some mica in here because it does have a sparkle. So those are the 3 rocks. 1, 2, and 3. And those are $9 for the light rocks. All right. Next up, I have 12 landscape antique Christmas postcards. And they are going to start at $10 for 12 landscape Christmas antique postcards. There, I think those are all my keywords.
I know. I feel like she's listing on eBay right now.
And that one is from, looks like 1920. And thank you, Mary Ellen. And I can't quite read that one. If I can read them, I'll read them. A Joyous Christmas. Nope. Sometimes it's hard on the embossed cards because the stamp doesn't always work well through the embossing. So that is a really pretty one. And I think all of these, there might be one that isn't in a sleeve. And there's that pretty one. And we have Poppy at 16, and there are 12 of them in here. Oops. There we go. Mary Ellen at 17. Poppy at 18. Now that's dedication. Look at that horrible storm, but they went out and they got the tree. I would say let's just not put up a tree this year.
Either they brought the tree in and the snow melted all over the floor and then they had to clean that up.
Yes. Oh, this one's an international one. That has a half penny stamp on it. This one does not have a stamp, no postmark. And look at the back on this one.
I love that one. It's not your typical like Christmas colors, but I love it. That's Washington.
It is Washington. I have a feeling that's Snoqualmie Falls. I have a feeling that's what that is.
God bless you.
I know Snoqualmie is one of those very strange sounding words.
That's a mouthful.
It is one of our Native American tribes up here.
Oh, okay.
So there they all are. And we have Poppy at 18 for all 12 of those. And there. And we will count that down for Poppy. Well, going once. Going, oops, twice. Not going once, but sold to Poppy. Thank you, Poppy. Thank you, Mary Ellen. And then for my last item this round, I have a choice of Coca-Cola ornaments, and they are going to be $8 choice. Oh, Sue started taking notes on the back of a menu, and then they took the menu. Oh my gosh. How dare they? All right, so your choice is going to be between a Santa and a Santa. So this one is holiday refreshment. And there's Santa. Oh, look at the little teddy bear has a Coke pin on him. And Santa has a Coca-Cola. Here is the back. And, oh, let me see. Santa is from 2003. So there is Santa. And Bonnie is in. I know. It's like, excuse me, nurse, I am a YouTube sensation. I have to take notes. Now, this one comes in the box. It's a limited edition from 2000. And you get the full body Santa. And look at that. He's got 3 bottles of Coke in each hand. He's got his own 6-pack. And on the back, it does say 2000 Coca-Cola. But he does come in his box. And he's got a little bubble wrapped around him and his bottles of Coke, because we don't want anything to happen to those bottles. Although I do have that going the wrong way. I will fix that. All right. So I do see Bonnie in. So we will count that down. That's right, Sue. Everyone has YouTube. Exactly. Going once. Going twice. And sold to Bonnie. And I've got Bonnie's name on the Coca-Cola with the teddy bear. And if anyone is interested in the 6-pack Santa Coca-Cola 2000 ornament, let me know. But that is my 3rd item. And we're going to go back to Gina.
We're going back to the library. But I'm giving letters this time. I think it was easier with the letters.
It was.
Okay. We're going with that anyway. So I'm going to tell you right now, girl, when I was in the hospital and they had me on all those pain meds, I had my daughter bring me peanut M&Ms, and I didn't eat them. I threw them at the medical staff. That irritated me. Just so you know. And my M&Ms sitting there, they would come walking in, say something I didn't like, and I would start chunking M&Ms out. So they got rid of me as quick as they could. Okay. I told them I was ready to go home, and they're like, you can't go home. And then they were ready for me to go home. It's all in how you say it, I guess.
There you go.
Okay, so this round, letter A, still $3 each. Letter A is Plays of Ancient Rome by Macaulay. So Plays of Ancient Rome, letter A. 50 Best Poems of America this time, letter B.
Sandra is in for A.
Okay, thank you. Barak Room Ballads by Kipling. I got another Kipling. That's letter C.
Mary Ellen is in for B.
Thank you. And then just Essays by Emerson. I'm assuming Ralph Waldo. And that's letter D, as in dog.
And Sandra is claiming C.
Thank you. And then Short Stories by de Maupassant. It's the best I can do with French.
Yeah.
It's the best I can do, y'all.
Sandra is
and that's
for B.
Letter E is an elephant. Thank you.
Short Stories by the French guy.
Yeah, the French guy, whatever his name is.
The French guy.
And then The Ancient Mariner, which,
oh,
it's
wow.
Mariner.
Yeah, there we go.
That's letter F as in Frank. What are you scratching at the floor for? What are you doing? You can't take my son anywhere. No. And then Enoch Arden is letter G as in good boy. And that's Tennyson.
Oh, Tennyson alert. Tennyson art. That was letter G.
G for Tennyson.
So
Okay,
we have Sandra for E,
except for the last
Sandra
one, I think.
for F, Lois for E, and Pamela for G.
Okay, I'll come back and write those down in a second.
Okay.
And guys, last round of books, y'all. This is the last of them. I promise. There may be a few more over here, but I'm not going to go get
them. We can do it. We got it down now. We got it down. We can do it.
Thank you, Pamela, for putting that in, because that'll be kind of my stop place to know when the next set started. Thank you. Okay.
You didn't do H?
No, why would I do that? That would just make sense. So letter A is poems by Robert Browning. We don't do anything that makes sense, Trisha. What kind of show do you think we're running here?
We have 26 letters. Why use them?
I'm trying to save the other ones because they're tired. Okay. They're just tired.
Okay.
They've had a lot of work.
Well.
So letter A. And then we have poems again, but this is Robert Burns, letter B.
Oh, okay.
And then we have Tennyson, letter C, The Coming of Arthur. Arthur. I can talk sometimes. It's letter C. Letter D is
Tennyson, letter C.
The Courtship of Miles Standish.
Oh, wow.
By Longfellow. That's letter D as in dog. Letter E is The Happy Prince by Wilde. That's letter E as in elephant. Letter F is The Phantom Rickshaw by Kipling. Letter F. And then finally, letter G. It's come loose from its binding, but it's such an amazing one, I had to throw it in. It is Sherlock Holmes, letter G.
Ooh.
And that's all of those.
Very
cool. All of the little tiny books. So.
All right. Well, they have all been claimed.
Thank you, guys. Okay. Last thing for this round. I'm going to do it quick, fast, and in a hurry so Trisha doesn't fly down here and kill me. So,
you're fine. You're fine.
$14 start, 1-4. It is a carved wooden couple. I guess you call it a lover statue. You got the man and the woman. And I don't know what kind of wood that is, but it's got all these different colors in it, which I really like. So $14 start for the lover statue. There's no markings on the bottom. Maybe y'all can tell me what kind of wood that is. All you woodologists out there. Because I don't have a clue. I'll give you a measurement though. I can tell you how big it is. It is 9.5 inches tall. So we'll give it a little circle round. If there's no interest, we're going to go pretty fast because poor Trisha had to deal with my library of the library from hell here. You think she got a hiney problem?
I think she has a heart-shaped birthmark on her hiney.
Could be. Maybe that's a tattoo.
There you go.
He's kissing her, so apparently he likes it. I don't know. But I don't see any interest, so we're going to pass on this. And that was my last item for this round.
Okay.
Thanks, everyone.
All right. I have got 3 more rocks.
Rocks.
They're going to start at $9 for all 3. These ones are darker.
Okay, hold on 1 second. So what kind of drugs are you on right now?
She's on the good kind of drugs.
It's sounding like it.
All right, so these are the 3 rocks you are going to get. This one does look like it is part of a thunder egg.
I had never heard of a thunder egg till you started talking about them.
I hadn't either until I found them and started talking about them. Because they are from mostly Oregon. Thank you, Cindy.
No, I'm glad you started talking about them. I felt like I learned something.
So you can kind of see there's a little bit of that light right there and that little bit of dark, and it kind of, it's like that's how it comes in. So the thunder eggs, what happens is it's lava. It's lava that's forming, but then they get pockets in the lava as these things are forming. And these other fluid things that are fluid at different temperatures than the lava come inside and fill in the gaps in the lava. And then when they cut them open, ooh, I just saw. Oh, hang on, let me grab my light. So this is another cool thing about thunder eggs is because they really are like they're rocks, but this stuff is different. And this is what happens when you shine a light through it.
I love that.
Sometimes you get that effect because it's not the same solid rock. Oh yes, Lois, the light ones are available. So yeah, so that is one of the coolest things about these thunder eggs. And then the other one I have, I don't know what this is, but it is it's kind of like it's been partially polished because it has a nice smoothness to it. But it's a really cool piece. And then this one is a nice like sliver. It's also been like partially polished, I think, but I love all the coloration. The orange, the red. That is just so cool. This is a beautiful piece.
Look at Linda Punky looking out for me over there to remind me to write everything down so I don't forget. Thank you, Linda. I did it. You can report back to Tammy and Linda and let them know I did what I was supposed to do so I don't get yelled at.
Right. Oh, but thank you, Cindy. And I am going to count that down. So going once, going twice, and sold to Cindy. Thank you. Yeah, and be sure and put this one where there's light behind it so it can shine through. That is a really cool one.
I love those that you put the light behind like that because it makes it just look so different. It's like a sunrise almost. It's so pretty.
Yeah, and it's very unexpected. I mean, it's a rock. You don't expect light to look like that while it's going through a rock. All right, I have 12 more antique Christmas postcards. This time they're portrait, so they go up and down. And then that way I can tell the difference between who bought what.
Because we're running a professional sale here, y'all. If you didn't realize that.
That's right. There is a method to our madness. So there are 12 of them, and they go up and down. And this one, nope, can't see the postmark.
Bye, Sue.
Bye, Sue. 1912 on that one. Wishing you the best. Oh, that one you get a poem. Gina didn't have that book.
I did not, surprisingly.
1910. 1910 for that one. This one is 1912. $19.10. Ooh, that is pretty. Nope, can't read that one. Fond Christmas greetings. It's fondness going on there. 1912. Oh, look at that one. Now, this one doesn't have a sleeve on it, but you could always put it in one of these to display. Ooh, that's a good one. 1910. $19.11. Hi, Jerry. Oh, look how cute she is. That's 1909. And look at that pretty one. And that one is not postmarked. So all 12 of these. And we've got Jerry in. And we'll count those down. Going once. Going twice. And sold to Jerry. Thank you.
Very nice.
Okay, one more item, and it is for all of the Plastastic fans out there.
Ooh.
I have got a $7 start, and I've got this adorable star. So it is on a plastic background. And it has plastic, holly, and berries. And I don't know, like, oh, that's the string. There we go. You hang it like that with the bow on the bottom. Sure, now it makes sense. But those are all attached to the plastic form. And you have a lovely Plastastic star. And that is $7. There. And that's like a fancy chenille bow.
Yeah, it is.
That's a really fancy bow. All right. I don't think the Plastastic. Oh, Sandra's here. It's like,
Sandra
where are
likes the fancy plastic.
Yes. This
I
one
do
is
too.
really nice because it's dense. It's very dense.
I love it.
They weren't skimpy.
Well, you can't be with that now.
No. Sometimes the Plastastic is a little skimpy. I see
If you're
Jerry.
going to go out there, you got to go big with that.
You do.
You don't wimp out on it.
Nope. You got to go all in. I'll show you. It's got a nice dimension to it. And that's some high quality plastic too. Sandra is in at 10. I mean, all the leaves are actually defined. They're multicolored. Now, that one is in here. It just needs to be reattached better, but I do have it here.
Yeah, you just pop it back on there.
Well, it broke. So it needs a little, it needs like a hot glue repair or something. And then you can pop that right back on.
This stuff is getting really hard to find now.
Because people are hoarding it.
Mm-hmm.
They're hoarding the plastic. I know, especially this good stuff like this.
Mm-hmm. It's getting very difficult to find now. because that's still nice and vibrant green. I mean, sometimes you'll find it, but it's all sun faded, and that's nice and vibrant.
Mm-hmm. And Jerry, let us know if you would like to come in at 11 or higher. Yeah, and a chenille bow.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I figured it out, the string to hang it. That was rocket science above my pay grade. Thank you, Jerry. Oh, and if you want to know, if you have a spot you're thinking of putting this, you want to know if it'll fit, it is 8.5 inches wide and 8.5 inches tall. Symmetrical. And Sandra is at 13. And I know it's a little hard to see, but they did a really good job. Each little cluster is individually attached in there. So they did a really nice job with this. Oh, Linda, you have 4 big boxes of Christmas plastic. That's a good thing. It's okay to hoard it. Hi, Christy.
Hey, Cuz.
Thank you, Jerry. And I will count that down for Sandra. Oh, you use them for wreaths. Oh, well, that's good. And
we need to have a conversation.
Going twice.
I'm gonna run an intervention on Linda over here with her plastic.
I want to know, how'd you get so much plastic in Vermont?
All I know is I'm actually in the need of some right now, so I'm running an intervention.
Oh.
I'm going to take it because, I'm trying to help you. But
that's a good way to look at it.
I actually do need some, like, the old blue plastic poinsettias that they did in the plastic there, but they're that like light kind of almost baby blue color. I'm in need of some of those.
Oh, thanks for stopping in, Christy.
All right, cuz. Okay. Next up, I was not prepared. Sorry. I was too busy watching the plastic. So I was not paying attention to what I was supposed to be doing.
I was mesmerizing everyone.
I was mesmerized by the plastic. She was swinging it back and forth. I felt like I was getting a little loopy. I don't know. So next up, I have this wonderful hand carved decorated. I mean, they hand carved the decoration in the top of this box, and it's actually going to start at $25. But this one, the guy that carved it signed, like etched in the bottom of it, his initials and everything in 1906 when he carved it.
Whoa.
So it's a beautiful, I mean, it's got one crack in the wood across the top, but it doesn't go all the way. I mean, it doesn't affect the way it opens or anything, but it's old wood. It needs to be treated probably. It's got this gorgeous flower on it. And look at all that carving detail in there. All those little etch marks all the way through it.
Boy, that was a long winter.
Yeah. And it's on the sides too. Look. Yep. I think it is poppies.
Oh, poppies. Nice.
So all the sides have the carving. And then on the front, the latch itself is worth $25, y'all. It is an antique latch, Eagle Lock Company latch on the front right there. I don't know if you see that Eagle Lock. I'm trying to get it to focus.
Wow.
And on the inside, look at this. It's got this lining, but the lining is so old it's faded out. But you can tell it used to be like a silk kind of lining in there. I think it used to be pink. Now I don't know what it was used for. It's got this divider. Have no idea the purpose behind it. But usually they carved boxes to have a purpose back then.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what this was supposed to hold. I don't know what the purpose was. I'm assuming it was something pretty delicate since they put the silk on the inside of it. So I don't know if it's like some kind of jewelry box or what they were doing with it. It definitely wasn't a man's box. You know what I mean? It wasn't like a toolbox or something like that.
Right.
And I'll show you where he signed it right here at the top where he made it. Well, if it'll focus for you. It says 1906, and right above that it's got ABM and then like a small C raised and then a C next to it. So McCoy, McAllister, we don't know, MCC, whatever MCC stood for. But his first, I guess his first and middle is AB, and then M, a raised C, and then a regular C, 1906. And I'll give you a measurement on it. And if there's no interest, we'll move on. So it is, we're going to say 6 inches because it's so close to 6 inches. I just don't even know what to tell you otherwise. So 6 inches square. Gorgeous, gorgeous box. Not one you find every day. McCool. Yeah, there you go. Maybe it was McCool. I know. I wish there was no crack also, but at this age of box, I mean, we're getting close to 120 years on this box.
Yeah, it's not a horrible crack either. It's not distracting. It's not going to make the lid not function.
Yeah, the lid still functions fine with it.
Lois, good one. It could have been woman's gloves.
Could have been. Yeah. I'm not sure what it was used for, but it's an amazing piece. Mm-hmm. And just to me, it's like everyone, I mean, somebody took like a knife and put every one of those little marks in there.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine how much patience that took to do that.
And to go up and down, to alternate.
Yeah.
Well, in some areas, yeah, just kind of however the design.
It's whatever they did. Yeah, I don't know. It's whatever he decided to do on that day. All right.
That is pretty amazing.
I see Sandra. I don't see anyone else. So we can start counting down, I guess.
All right. Going once. Going twice. And sold to Sandra.
Good pickup, Sandra. Congratulations. Thank you. That's a good one. Because y'all, those boxes that size at that age usually go for over $100. They're very, very difficult to find.
All right. Now I wasn't counting. Is that 3? Is that 2? Should I go back and look? 1.
Was that my first one, or
I think that was 1? That was 1.
Oh,
see, I told you guys, I can't count. I can't count.
Well, it's 10 o'clock at night. I can't count.
That was 1. I get so involved. I get so involved with the items. I can't count.
I'm still hypnotized from the plastic star. So that's my excuse. The plastic star got me, and I've still been hypnotized, and I can't do nothing about that. Okay. All right, this is just a choice of starting at $16. There's 2 you can choose between. So The first one is two different insect sprayers, or this is a universal sprayer from back in the 30s or 40s. They used them late 30s, early 40s. So I don't know the exact date of these. But this one has got the amber colored glass container on it. And this one says universal sprayer with the pump, which it does work. This does unscrew. So that is your first choice. Try not to hit myself in the face with it while I put that back on. No chips or cracks. Great amber glass. And this, the amber was made by, oh, that's Duraglass. That's the mark for Duraglass. So that is that sprayer there. I know this isn't up everybody's alley, but I love weird things. So, and then your second choice is another sprayer with the clear glass container. And this one is actually made by Amico insect sprayer. So this contained DDT because, you know, that's healthy. It's like bragging about it right there on the front, containing DDT. It's so proud of that. It killed flies, mosquitoes, ants, fleas, bed bugs, roaches, and many other insects. I bet it did.
Oh, I'll bet it did too. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
This was Brockway glass that made this one.
That had the good stuff in it.
This was the good stuff.
Oh man.
So that's your two choices. You got the Amico that has the DDT in it. I didn't read to see what was in the. This was just a universal spray, so you could put anything in this one. You could put DDT or whatever you wanted to in this one. You know, you could use this to spray your insects with, and then turn around and put fertilizer in it, and spray your, you know, plants with the fertilizer, and then, you know, put water in it and spray everything else. It's not going to hurt you. Y'all are overreacting these days. All right, I don't see any interest in those, so we will put those to the side. And then my last item for this round is going to be a $20 start to zero, and it is this entire set. It is a children's tin tea set, and you have the teapot, the cream, the sugar, the 4 cups, the 4 saucers, and the 4 small plates.
Wow.
So you get it all. You get it all. So here is your little teapot. It is tin. It's got this nice copper handle. So the lid comes off. And then you also get the, put the lid back on. Here's the little sugar bowl with the lid. Here is the little creamer. Here is your 4 cups. Your 4 saucers. And your 4 little sandwich plates, I guess. So you get all the pieces that you can have a tea party with. When I saw this, I had to pick it up because I remember at my grandmother's house, she had a little tea set for kids similar to this, and she would drag it out every time I came to visit so I could play with it, probably because I was driving her crazy and talking too much. But she would drag it out to try to keep me busy or whatever, and I still to this day remember that little tea set. Some very fond memories. So you get all the pieces, $20 start. And this is actually a good sized little teapot. This is bigger than the one I played with as a child. Mine was smaller than this. But I thought it would also be fun since it's got I know it's more like a minty green. It's not really like a deep forest green, but it's got the kind of the pink and the red on there. I was like, if you were setting up like a little vignette or whatever for Christmas with toys, this would be really cute set up for Christmas. And I don't see any interest, so that was my third item for the round. Thank you, everyone.
Wow. That's in such good condition for being metal. That's amazing. That's a fantastic set.
Okay.
All right, I have a little bowl from Austria. And it is going to start at $8. And it is this cute little bowl. And on the back, it does say that it is handmade in Austria. And it is party time because I'm pretty sure that's a beer.
That's some happy little people right there.
Yep.
I love those colors.
Yeah, the blue and green and gold are so pretty. Now it is a modest size, but that design is pretty. It takes up like a lot of real estate in the bowl. It's a 4-inch bowl. And thank you, Sandra. And it's got, I mean, look at the edging with that little bit. Oh, is that a little, what is that? All right, that might be a little chip in the enamel that I did not see. I was so engrossed in the image. Yep, that is a little chip in the enamel because that's how this pretty much is. It's like a metal bowl, and this is enamel on top, and then it is like painted enamel. Sandra, let me know if you would like to retract that now that I have found that there is that little chip. As I was going to point out, that little design all around the edge. But yeah, I do believe this is a brass bowl. Just from that little bit you can see there that that's a brass bowl. And then there is enamel on top. Oh, thank you, Sandra. And then that design is painted on the enamel.
And he got an umbrella on his arm.
What's that?
Has he got like a little umbrella hanging on his arm?
I think so.
How cute is that?
Well, I guess if you're having beer outside, you got to be ready for rain.
Yeah, you never know what's going to happen.
And you don't want it in your beer.
No. You absolutely do not.
No, that would just ruin everything. And thank you, Sandra. I've never seen anything quite like this before. It's a really unique piece. And I am going to count that down for Sandra. Going once, going twice, and sold to Sandra. Thank you. All right, next from Alaska. I have a $9 start. And this is a beautiful little canoe with a little person inside. Well, simulation of a little person inside. And it looks like they are fishing in the canoe. This is made out of, it feels like it's made out of like birch, like tree bark. And then this does feel like it's suede. And this is probably fur that this is made from. It is marked on this side. Thank you, Sandra. Alaska with the little mountains. And you can see it is hand stitched. And on this side, it does look like it's an artist's signature. And then a little copyright there. So it is an absolutely adorable little canoe with the little native Alaskan in there, but beautifully handmade. And thank you, Sandra. And I will count that down. Going once, going twice, and sold to Sandra. Thank you. All right, now this next item is going to be choice, and I wish I could have found more, but I only found 2. So choice between 2 of these, and they are part of a series that is White House China. And so this dessert plate has been authentically recreated from the White House China pattern used during the administration of Abraham Lincoln. And the other one I found is James Polk. And he was a president from 1840 to 1849, or 1845 to 1849. And Lincoln was 1861 to 1865. So about a 20-year difference between them. This one with the eagle is Abraham Lincoln's. So it is gold with like a burgundy color. And then it has the eagle in the center. And then this one is Polk's. And it has a beautiful flower. It looks like a geranium. And then that lovely green. And then it does have like a shield on top there. But aren't these cool? I wish I could have found more of them. But just the 2. But I love them. They are so awesome. And thank you, Sandra. But yeah, isn't that fun? I didn't even know this series was out there. And it is the White House China series. And it is Woodmere, China, 1986 is when these came out. And, oh, Lois came in with a power bid. I'll just confirm, Lois, that you are in for choice for the plates, and just maybe not a typo. I just like to confirm just when it's a big jump like that. And oh, Sandra came in at 17 for choice. But yeah, I think it's really cool to have, Abraham Lincoln. All right. Thank you, Lois. Abraham Lincoln. And then this beautiful one with the geranium from Polk. I've never really studied the president's China patterns.
I haven't either. I always just assumed everything would be so presidential looking, like everything would be, not floral like that. But I love that. I think that's great.
Mm-hmm.
His wife came up with that. He didn't.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Give her style points. 1840 style. Yeah. I know. That's a gorgeous pattern. And thank you, Lois. Thank you. And we'll count that down for Sandra. And going once, going twice, and sold to Sandra. And Sandra, let me know if you would like the eagle, that's Abraham Lincoln, or the flower, and that is Polk. We'll just keep it simple. Eagle, flower, and Sandra is taking both. Thank you, Sandra. And that was my third item. So we are going back to Gina.
That would be cool to have like the whole collection, like on a plate wall. That would be amazing.
It really would be. That would be amazing.
Okay, so this is my mid-century gambling round.
Oh,
so
okay.
Because sometimes you need that. And if you're looking for Christmas gifts for a man cave, these are amazing.
Ooh.
So, first up is going to be mid-century Italian leather dice cup. And it's going to start at $16. And I love how it's got the different gold designs. It's almost like shields, I guess, around the outside. And
that would up your Yahtzee game.
Yeah, really? Okay. It says on here, genuine leather made in Italy. I don't know if it's going to come in for you or not. But it is all crafted out of leather. And I'll give you a measurement on it. So if the man in your life has like a little man cave, or you got like a little bar area set up, or he just likes to play, maybe he likes to, have game night with the guys or whatever. So it's 3.5 inches tall. That would be an awesome
backgammon, right? Yeah, good one, Denise. Mm-hmm.
So they could sit there with like their rocks, their vintage rocks glasses, looking like they're from Mad Men, drinking their little cocktails, and they could have their vintage leather cup for their dice.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Deborah. And Deborah is in for 16. That is amazing. That is so well made.
Wow. I love this kind of stuff. Anytime I find any old leather stuff like this, I love purses, and don't get me wrong, I love purses and shoes and everything. But when you find stuff like this crafted out of leather, I find it so interesting. And especially when it's Italian leather.
Mm-hmm.
Because y'all know you get some good leather from Italy. I only see Deborah interested, so we're going to count it down.
All right. Going once. Going twice. And sold to Deborah.
Thank you, Deborah. Nice. Okay, so next in my little mid-century gambling fest, this is going to be an $18 start, 1-8. And this again is Italian leather. But this one is a card box for your playing cards. And it's what they call a humpback box. Now, I want to let you know, it does have the gold around the outside. I want to let you know, it does have a small tear right here on the back, but it doesn't affect it. That's why I have it priced at what I do, because of that little tear. Because normally these go for about $60 or $70. But gorgeous humpback box with the gold detailing. It is marked Italy. I had it right. I just can't see. Genuine leather made in Italy, right there on the back. Fantastic little box. I'll show you the inside of it again so you can see how wonderful that leather is on the inside.
Does it hold 2 sets of cards or just one?
Well, I'm going to give you a measurement. I'm thinking it would probably hold 2 because of that humpback in there. But I didn't put cards in it to know. So it measures right at or right under 2 inches tall from the bottom up to the top of the lid. And 3 3/4 inches long. So you might be able to get 2 sets of the vintage cards, you know, because they were thinner. They used to make thinner cards than they do now. So you might be able to get 2 sets in there. Or 2 decks, I should say. I love that gold design on there. All right. If Sandra's the only one interested, we're going to count it down.
All right. Going once. Oh, hang on. Hi, Julie.
Sorry. Hey, Julie.
Julie's like, wait a minute, I'm typing.
Hey, hold the bus, hold the bus. Oh, look, it focused. Wow.
Yeah.
It just took a minute.
And Sandra is at 22. Julie at 24. Sandra at 28.
It smells like old leather too. It doesn't smell like English leather. It smells. You remember what was do they still make English leather? Like the scent,
yes.
The cologne?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. My dad wore that.
Mm-hmm. It's still very popular.
That man wore some English leather. I'm telling you, till his dying day, that man wore English leather.
Well, thank you, Julie. And we are counting that down for Sandra. So going once, going twice, and sold to Sandra.
Thanks, ladies. I appreciate it. Okay, so my last thing that I'm going to show this round in my mid-century gambling spree is another leather piece from Italy. And I got all these in different places. This is what's amazing. It's like I just kept picking them up. I was like, but I was very happy. So $12 start. And this is a wonderful little pocket case with dice. So there's the little gold clown graphic on there that's been, you know, like embossed into it. And you got this gold banding that goes around it. And look at this. Oh, I didn't get them in Italy. Hey, Mike. I got them at different stores when I was shopping, when I was sourcing. I kept finding these little leather things everywhere that had to do with gambling. I was just like, that is so cool. So let me try to get. I don't think these dice have ever been even taken out of here because they are like in there. And I don't want to stretch the leather trying to get them out. Oh, I got one out. There we go. So there's your dice. And they go right back in this little leather right there. And it slides right on there, just like an old Matchbox would. And on the back it says made in Italy. So a cool little leather. So you could carry your dice with you. Because, you never know when you might need a set.
Exactly.
And you can just have them in your pocket. You never know when you're just walking down the street and you're like, hey, you know what I need right now? I need a set of dice. And your friend could just pull these right out of his pocket. It's like, you know what I have in my pocket? I have a set of dice right here.
Exactly.
And y'all were set to go.
And Sandra's at 22. I'm hearing this sound outside and I'm like, that sounds like a lot of rain. And I had to go look and see. And
Is it
yes, it is pouring outside right now. Absolutely pouring.
I know, because luckily for me, we have not had a drop of rain since the hurricane went through and cleared out of here. Thank you, Lord, because I don't want rain right now because of the problems. And I heard the other day, I was like, oh my gosh, is that rain? Is it pouring rain outside? I was freaking out. I was like, oh no, let me go get the buckets. It was my neighbor's air conditioner had cut on. I was like, I'm jumping up and running, trying to get buckets and stuff because I'm like, oh, it's about to start coming in. And I was freaking out. No, my neighbor's air conditioner just clicked on. And it was super loud. That's just the way it goes.
Oh, Deborah is at 38. Well, it looked like I was out earlier today and the sky looked like it was going to pour at any second, but it hadn't, and it hadn't, and it hadn't, and it hadn't, and now it is.
So you'd forgotten about it at this point. You're like, you know what? It didn't rain all day, so it's not going to. And then all of a sudden it's pouring.
Yeah, because my car's still full and I need to empty it.
Oh no.
So that's why I went, oh, yay.
Send Joe out there to get it.
Yeah, that's a lot of rain.
Send Joe out there to get it. It'll be fine. It's like, Joe, go on out there and get that stuff.
Right. Oh, gale warnings tonight.
Oh, dang, y'all. Y'all are getting some weather.
Mm-hmm.
At least it's not snow.
True. Not yet.
Sorry, Linda Puggy.
It's 47 degrees, so it's a little warm for snow.
That's warm.
Yeah.
I mean, for snow. Okay, I get it.
Yeah. Now, 47. If it was 37, it can snow here. That's cold enough for it to actually snow. It doesn't have to be
down to 47 degrees here. If it got down to 47 here, everybody in this state would have out Uggs, like Ugg boots. They'd be wearing like snow jackets. And
who owns one though? That's the problem. Nobody owns one. They'd all be at Walmart going, where's the jackets?
No, you don't understand. At the thrift stores, there is like that stuff at the thrift. I'm like, who is buying this? Who is purchasing this stuff?
But you need the one. You need the one just in case. Yeah. That's like us up here. People have summer clothing. We only get, a couple of days when you can actually wear like real summer clothing, but we still have it. We are going to count that down for Sandra. Thank you, Deborah.
Thanks, Deborah.
Going once. Going twice. And sold to Sandra.
Sandra.
Everybody put your order in for snow. Linda will start packing it up and sending it to you.
I want mine hand delivered. And that was my 3. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.
Okay. Yeah, the mail carrier is gonna go, what? Yes, I'm mailing snow. Yes. To all the warm spots, I'm mailing snow. All right, I've got a $10 start. And I have an Anna Lee. I have an Anna
cool.
Lee caroler. And he's a tall one. He's a big, tall one. And his carol, Merry Christmas, actually has a song on it.
Oh.
It's Deck the Halls. So he actually does have the words to deck the halls. He's got his little top hat with holly and berries. You can see he's singing. He's got a really long scarf on. And thank you, Bonnie. He's got his coat and like his little cape that goes over his coat. Got a fancy coat. That nice high collar. And then underneath, he actually does have pants and a vest.
Wow.
I mean, yeah, they really made him fancy. I don't think he was planning on taking his coat off, but just in case, he's all decked out. And he does have his tag right here.
It's okay, Sandra. Don't worry about it.
And oh, Lois is in at 12. Bonnie is at 13. So it says 1957 and 1987. So I don't know if he's like a 1987 reproduction of a 1957 caroler. I don't know enough about Anna Lee to know if that's how they did that. But he's from 1987. And thank you, Mike.
All I know is he's got some fantastic vintage plastic holly up on his hat that I'm seeing right there.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Bonnie. But I just think it's so cool that they actually, included the words to deck the halls. They could have just left it like that and left it blank. But they didn't. They're professionals.
Well, they're all about the details.
That's true.
Yeah, they're professionals, just like Trisha and I. Only the best, y'all. Only the best.
I think he does come with a girl also. She wasn't able to join him tonight.
She has a cold.
Her hair. She had to wash her hair. So she sent him out solo. Thank you, Mike.
She went out with the other caroler that he doesn't know about.
Exactly. We're not talking about it. We're not spreading that rumor. Oh, but thank you, Mike, and thank you, Bonnie, and we will count that down for Lois. Oh, going once. Going twice. And sold to Lois. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I know there's a real good reason that she's not there. Okay. Oh, there it is. My next item is going to start at $9. And it is a vintage green felt Christmas skirt. It is, I think it's a 28-inch or maybe a little more, maybe 30 inches around. But let me show you what you get. You get a bunch of goodies on here for the tree skirt. So let's see, we have a candle, a candy cane. Oh, and you can see they've got a little detail on there for the candle. Ooh, this is hard to do. The candy cane, the reindeer. Let's see. Oh, a little bell, an angel, a Christmas tree, a wreath. Oh, this way, a stocking. Oh, and it says Merry Christmas. And then I think it kind of repeats with the tree, the wreath, the angel, the candle, the reindeer. And then this has a candy cane and a snowman also. So that is the design for the green felt Christmas tree skirt. And that is $8. All right, we'll pass on that. And then I have a really large tin tray. It's going to start at $12. And it is 13 and a half inches in diameter. And here it is. I'll show it from a distance so you can see. This is an indent right here. And then this part is raised. So I'll show it like this. So you can see it does start out and then it indents down, goes across and then up. So it's like a chip and dip, veggie and dip. Beautiful display. I did not see anywhere on the back that it says where this was made. But let me get in close so you can see the design. So that is your outer design, and then it has a gold. As it level changes, it's gold. And then red and gold and blue. And then there's a little bit of green accent. And then on the level change again, it is gold. And then there is your center. So you could put like, you know, your bowl here and then put your crackers or potato chips, be really fancy. Or just have it on display. That would be a nice piece just to like put up, you know, as a backdrop on something, put like brass candle holders or something in front of. It's really an amazing tray. So that one, oh, thank you, M. Bates. It is really spectacular. And I haven't seen quite this shape before. That's a really nice shape. It's big. It's a big one. And oh, we're going to display our baklava on here. Nice. That would be good.
I wouldn't need a display for baklava. It wouldn't last long enough. You'd be like,
Here,
no, we don't have any baklava. I don't know what y'all are talking about. You must have been dreaming. I don't know.
I'll dazzle Poppy for a sec. We can put our baklava, our kurumbides, our galatiborico. We could put all those on there.
Yeah, I don't even try to say any of that. I eat it, but I don't try to say it. I just have to point at stuff on a menu.
That one.
I want that one.
We will count that down for M. Bates. Going once. Going twice. And sold to M. Bates. Thank you. Yes, that's one of the things. This is one of the things I know. See, when you're speaking Greek, the TH sound is a D. No, kurumbi. No, the D is a TH, right? It's something like that. It's one of those. It throws you off. Just like in German, a V sound for a W. So we say a Volkswagen, but it's really an F and a V. It's really a Volkswagen instead of a Volkswagen. German. There you go. That was my
English. So
that was my, there you go. There's your language lesson for the day. There will not be a quiz.
There might be. She's lying to you. Make sure you paid attention and took notes.
All right. That was my third item. We're going back to Gina.
Okay, I've got to do a little show and tell because I was going through some of my personal stuff that I was like, well, do I really need it? I found one thing in my kitchen that I was like, I've got sitting on my kitchen counter, and I've got to show it because I haven't shown it to y'all. And I picked it up probably 6 months ago because I was going to sell it, and then I fell in love with it, and I had to keep it. You know, it happens. But so it's not for sale, at least not right now. It may be in the future, but I'm in love with it, and it's going to remain on my kitchen counter for a little while. But it is this old General Electric fry pan. But I want you to see this fry pan. Are you ready? Look at this.
Oh my! Well, no wonder you kept it.
Look at the copper lid.
It totally makes sense now.
I had every intention of putting it on eBay and selling it. And then I got it home and I set it up on my kitchen counter and I was like, you know, I'm kind of in love with it. So yeah, but I wanted to show it to you guys because I hadn't shown it to anybody. It's just been sitting in my kitchen and, you know, I don't have people come to my house. So look at this.
Wow.
Look at this color.
Have you used it yet?
No.
Oh.
It does have the original cord in there.
Cool.
I have not used it. It just sits up there for me to look at when I go in the kitchen and go, I love it.
Those legs are awesome. Those are fantastic. Mr. L. Page.
Randy, you can't have it. But honestly, when I first picked it up, I was kind of looking at it going, like at this estate sale, I'm like looking at it going, did somebody paint this? And I had my phone, I pulled it up. I was like, no, that's the way it came. I was like, I've never seen a turquoise colored electric skillet before with a copper top. I was just like,
no, but if you're going to find it anywhere, I mean, that's Florida color right there.
Yeah. And that was one of those items. Like I am literally going up to the woman at the estate sale going, take my money, please, please just take it, hurry, take my money. So
I have to go take this out to my car now.
I'll be back in a minute to look at everything else, but I'm not setting this down. So
that's the kind of item that you cannot put that down. You'll never see it again.
I know. Yeah, what are y'all bidding? You're not getting my electric skillet. Stop. So, not now. If I get tired of it, then I'll do it. But I'm not tired of it yet.
No.
Okay, so this is going to be a $5 start. I don't know if anybody will want this or not, but if you're a crafter, you may, or if you just have nostalgia for certain things, you may. But it is a Bodabra. You remember the Bodabra to make your bows?
Yes.
And I think everything is in here. I don't think they ever used it. I mean, the box don't look so great from being stored, I guess, but look at this. It looks like everything is in there, even the VHS tape to tell you how to use it. I don't know how you're going to watch it, but you know, maybe you have a VHS.
I have a couple of VHS players in my house. I hoard them. If I get them, I don't let them go.
They're hard to find now. But
Mm-hmm.
It's got your little instruction sheet in there, and your video, the ribbon, and everything in there, and then your book.
But you don't need the video in order to be able to use it.
No. It even has the receipt where they bought it. Look at this. They got it from QVC. It was a QVC purchase.
Of course it was.
Hold on, let me see if it's got the date on here, because now I'm just being nosy. 4/29/99. So it's 25 years old now.
Now, you know what? That's somebody who was optimistic, who said, you know what? The world is not going to end in the year January 1st, 2000. And I'm going to be able to make bows.
And I'm going to make bows.
To celebrate the new year.
But I mean, it's got like the silver kind of metal.
Ooh, that's a cool one.
The gold like that. And then it's got your patriotic blue. And then you got some red kind of crinkly looking ribbon. And then you got some gold, the regular gold. I don't know if all this came in it or not, but it's what's in here now. And then you got like the kind of white with the iridescence. So you get all of that in there.
And Sandra, I see that you came in at 5. Oh, we do have M. Bates at 5, but now we have Sandra at 6. 30 minutes. Wow.
The 30
it will take you 30 minutes to learn how to make a bow.
They're kind of show you how to make these fancy ones.
Fancy. Super
fancy bows.
Ooh, a bow for your hat. That's cool. And Sandra is at 13.
Making the fancy bows. Oh, there, look. She's got bridal wear bow.
Ooh. Oh, I do like that one on the bottom with the gold through the red. Yeah. That's nice.
See, I told you it's fancy. They did the fancy ones.
And thank you, M. Bates. And we'll count that down for Sandra. Going once. Going twice. And sold to Sandra.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. I mean, I saw this and I was like, the only thing better that I could possibly find as far as vintage crafting would be what do they call those? The bedazzler thing.
I was just thinking the bedazzler. That's right up. That's the pinnacle right there.
I mean, you're fancy if you got a bedazzler.
Yes, because you can bedazzle everything.
And I would too. If I had a bedazzler, I would bedazzle everything. Absolutely everything. I mean, it's like my boxes I send out to people would be bedazzled. Everything would be bedazzled. Because I would just go crazy with it.
Yeah.
I know I would. Okay, so my last item is this Oxford. I was trying to figure out what year this was from, and I can never figure out the year. I couldn't find it in here, but it was printed in Great Britain. Oh, $16 start, and it's an Oxford leather bound Bible. But this Bible is the kind that's got it's got India paper, first of all, which is that kind of paper, that special kind of paper. But it also has the removable pages in it, which is really cool. It's a loose leaf Bible. So you could take pages out. They have pages in here. I'm going to show you why I find it so interesting. Because on these pages, whoever owned this had typed a bunch of stuff and put it in here, which I thought was really cool. And this must have been their mission Bible when they went to do mission work, because they have all this stuff about their mission work in here, which I think is really pretty interesting. But see, you got all these loose leaf pages in there that they took out, and I'll show you where they had typed on some of them. But I left everything in here that was in here when I got it because I thought it was interesting. I read through it. So they typed all of these things up on some of these pages. They actually took the page out and put it in a typewriter.
Wow.
Instead of just writing on it. So all these pages here, like here's a song. I'm on the last mile home. So I guess this was their Bible they took with them on when they went on their mission trip. Again, it's going to have writing all the way through it. Oxford Press. So, well, this is from 1960. And this was a thing that they typed up. This is just, see, this is what's interesting about this. I left all this in here. The American public spent last year in 1960 for chewing gum $304 million. In 1960, for tobacco, $5 billion.
Ooh.
Alcoholic beverages, $10.5 billion. And it goes on. Lipstick, $76 million.
That sounds about right.
Is that not crazy? So, but there's all kinds of little papers in here they had stuck in there, which, you know, I just find them very interesting because I'm nosy. So I like to go read other people's stuff.
It's interesting stuff. Yes. What other people find interesting?
You know, they highlighted, they put little notes they've clipped in there with these old clips and stuff. I don't know. But I just thought it was really, really cool. And then there's loose leaf papers right in the middle that they typed on.
That's right. What did they spend on chapstick?
They did not have chapstick on the list.
Darn it.
They just had lipstick.
Darn it.
Maybe they included the chapstick in with the lipstick.
Oh, maybe.
They did not tell me either way. So, you know, I don't know if we can come up with that number. I'm kind of disappointed that we can't, but well, it is a nice old.
I don't see any interest in that.
All those notes. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I just had to share all this craziness with you.
Yeah.
All notes and stuff. Because I'm nosy. I like to read stuff.
We'll let you think about that, and you guys can do maybe a little researching if you are interested on that item.
And that was my second. Thank you, guys.
And we will be bringing that back one more time for the speed round. So if you think about that, you want to do a shout out and claim that, you can do that anytime between now and the speed round. So I have a group of 5 Mexican tin ornaments. I'm going to sell them as a group, but if no one wants them as an entire group, I will sell them individually. But this is a very nice, colorful group. So they are tin from Mexico, and the color is on both sides. So we have a bird.
Wow, that's beautiful.
We have a deer. Oops. We have like candles on, I think it's like on a tree. So there's like the branch and the ornaments and the candles on the tree. And that's on both sides. We have a tree. And we have a church. Now the church is just decorated on one side. But you can see each one has the little hole. And thank you, Sandra. But they are really cool, from Mexico. And when you see them in person, you'll be able to see like the dimensions. Like on one side, these are like poked through, and on this side, it's raised. And then we have the candles. So like, I'm sure put them in a press. And that poked the design in there. And then here is the deer.
Oh my gosh, those on one of those silver pom-pom trees. Oh,
Exactly.
oh, that would be
I mean, this
beautiful.
would be a reason to get a hold of one of those aluminum trees. Exactly. It would be
Beautiful.
amazing. So all 5 of those, $20. And thank you, Sandra. And we will count that down. Going once, going twice, and sold to Sandra. Thank you. Hi, Nana Tink. All right, and my last item is going to start at $22. And it is a beautiful Westmoreland with some Joe hair in it, candle bowl. So you can see it's got little spots for a a tea light, a votive, a pillar, a tall pillar, a wide pillar. It's got all the rings in here for all your different sizes of candles. It has this beautiful edging on it. Love that design. And then if you want to put all of your, holly and berry leaves and put a nice tall candle in here, that would be spectacular. If you just want to fill it full of ornaments, that would be really beautiful too. On the bottom there is the Westmoreland mark. And it's pretty substantial. Yeah, flower frog in there. Good one, Mike. That would be really pretty. 7.5 inches wide and a total of 3 3/4 tall, but the bowl itself is about 3, just like a little shy of 3 up to there, but that is such a beautiful pattern. And the nice thing with white is that it goes with all the holidays. Any holiday you want to use that with, it will fit right in. And
And if
thank you.
you've got a milk glass vase, you could put that in the center if it fit in there, and one of those divots and make like your own épergne out of that.
Yes.
Actually, it wouldn't even have to be milk glass. Any kind of vase you could put in there if you want to put a little color with it.
Do I have a vase? No. But I have a pint glass. There.
Yeah.
There you go.
I like that version even better.
There you go. Isn't that lovely? And if you like this, you can find that in my merch shop. That's one of my that's one of my merch designs. There you go. And we have M. Bates at 24. Sandra or anyone, if you would like to come in at 25 or higher, let me know. Sandra is at 26. Here, I'll get in close so you can see the base. And it is really thick. It is super thick. M. Bates is at 28. Oh, Sandra came in at 30. And then you do have like 1, 2, and 3. If you had one that big, that would be a little too big. But you really do have like three different sizes you could put in there. And we have Sandra at 34. M. Bates at 36. Sandra at 38. Joe's here. He's very patiently waiting. Here, I'll show you real quick. Oh, my hardline cable popped out.
I was sitting there going, am I frozen or is she? I don't know.
That was me. That was me. And thank you, M. Bates. And we'll count that down for Sandra. Going once. Going twice. And sold to Sandra. Thank you. Thank you, M. Bates. All right. Well, that is the last item of the sale, and we are going to do the speed round. So we're going to show all of the items that are still available. If you're with us in the chat, thank you for hanging out with us. If you see something you like, shout it out in the chat. If you are watching the replay, feel free to email us or leave a comment down below, and we will let you know if an item is still available. All right, Gina.
Okay, so the first item that I had left was the McMastercraft mid-century glazed candle holder. That wonderful boomerang shape and the little 3 feet on the bottom. And it was $5, number 6, $5, number 6. Excuse me. And then I had the little Hagen Reneker bunny. And he was $6, number 10. $6, number 10. And then I have the Hagen Reneker monkey, little monkey man. And he was $6. Number 11, $6, number 11.
And Sandra would like number 6. Sorry, Mike. I'm so sorry.
What?
Oh, he says, I call him Joe, but it's Mike's kidnapped cat named Chuck. I'm sorry, Mike. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh. Let's see. Oh, and then the child's tea set with the teapot, the cream and sugar, the 4 cups, 4 saucers, and 4 little sandwich plates in the tin with the copper handles on all of them. Little rose design was $20, and it was number 12. $20, number 12. And then the vintage Jerry's Nugget dice. Sandra, number 12. Thank you. We're $3, number 16. $3, number 16 for the Jerry's Nugget. I don't know where Jerry's Nugget is or was. I know it's in Las Vegas, or was in Las Vegas. I don't know if it's still there or not. No idea. These are big dice, too. You can make some cute earrings out of those. And then the sprayers, so that, we can spray everything. So the universal sprayer with the amber glass container was $16, number 17. $16, number 17. And then the Amico with the DDT, because, they're looking out for you, with the clear glass, was $16, number 19. $16, number 19. And the lovers, the carved wood lover statue was $14, number 18. $14, number 18. And then the Bible, I think is all I had left, was $16, number 20. $16, number 20 for the Oxford Bible. And that was everything, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Right. And again, if you think about something after the sale or you're watching on the replay, send Gina an email or leave a comment down below if there's something you would like to purchase. I have the pewter cat ornament. It does have this cute little bow. Here, I'll get that a little tighter on there. Little bow on it. Pewter cat ornament. And this is $8, number 3. Or we have the Bavarian little, I don't know, Romeo and Juliet. They got a little thing happening here. This one is also $8, number 3, and that is handmade Bavarian. The Christmas CDs. We'll do these separately. $3 each, number 4. Elton John's Christmas Party, or 3 CD Christmas favorites. All your Christmas favorites. Elton John and Friends doing Christmas. $3 each, number 4. $3 each, number 4. The pair of Mercury glass ornaments. One of them is marked Czech Republic, and the other one isn't really marked anything. You're going to get both of them for $8. Yes, Debbie. Yes, you can get just the train. I'll do let's say I had them for 8, so I'll do 5 and I'll do 3. How about that? Because that's a little bigger. So we'll do 3 on that. And Suzical, let me know which one you would like. If you would like the Elton John or the Christmas favorites, let me know. And I'm going to write that. Oh, we'll just change that. We'll just change that to Mercury glass train. And oh, yes, Suzical, I can get you for both of those. Thank you. No, you can only buy one. You have to choose, Suzical. Oh my goodness. All right. Then I have the Coca-Cola Santa. He's from 2000. He is holding 3 bottles. 3 bottles of Coca-Cola in each hand. And he is $8, number 9. And he does come in his official Coca-Cola box. So $8, number 9. And then I have the Christmas tree. Oh yeah, and if anybody would like, this one is the one that's marked Czech Republic. If anyone would like that, you can just put number 5. Number 5 in the chat. That one will be $5, and that one says Czech Republic on it. And the felt Christmas tree skirt. There, that one is $9, number 17. Oops, and it says Merry Christmas on the bottom. $9, number 17 for that. All right. So that is everything still available. Let me get Gina back up here, and I'm going to share the link. And Gina, let people know what's going on with your upcoming sales.
Well, I will be back Wednesday with Trisha again.
Yes.
So yes, we're doing this again.
Yes.
I know you did not get enough tonight. I know you didn't. So make sure you're back Wednesday evening, because we'll be back. Well, afternoon for me.
Well, so. Afternoon into evening.
But I'll be back with Trisha Wednesday afternoon at 4 p.m. Eastern time. And then I'll be having a sale Thursday and then maybe Friday. I'm just pulling stuff out and doing sales. So every time I can, I'm going to get it done, y'all. So I'll see you Wednesday anyway. And by that time, I'll know exactly my time and everything, hopefully.
Yes.
Hopefully.
But if you have not yet tonight, please check and make sure you're subscribed to Gina, just so as she does pop-up sales, you'll get the notification and you can join her. I will be back tomorrow for another lunchtime sale. But thank you, Gina, so much for hanging out with me.
Thanks for everybody coming. I really enjoyed it.
Everyone. Yes, that was fantastic. And yay. Thank you.
Thanks. I had a good time tonight, y'all. Thank you.
Good. But everybody, hey, have a fantastic evening. Thank you so much. And well, I'll see you tomorrow. Who knows? Who knows what her schedule's like? She might see you tomorrow too.
And I might just be in, in the chat with Trisha just so I have the alibi. So,
That's right.
you know.
That's right. But take care, everyone, and we'll see you tomorrow and Wednesday.